What's up guys, today we're making a breakfast classic, French toast. Along the way I'll explain how to achieve that golden crispy exterior while keeping the center incredibly soft and tender. First let's start with our custard base. In a bowl combine 2 cups of heavy cream, 1 cup of milk, 2 whole eggs, 1 egg yolk, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon each of nutmeg and clove, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and 1/2 cup of sugar. Then we're going to give that all a good whisk, making sure to break up those eggs so that everything is well combined. Once the custard base is thoroughly combined, pour it into a shallow dish. This is going to make dunking our slices of bread a lot easier later on. Now let's talk about the bread you can use. I'm using a Panettone loaf because I had some leftovers after the holidays, but honestly you can use almost any stale bread you got lying around. Brioche and challah are ideal for that soft, rich texture, but even breads like focaccia will do the trick. Even so, do keep in mind the flavor of the bread you're using to make French toast. I would steer away from savory breads like really funky sourdough or focaccia studded with anchovies and olives. I don't think anybody wants fish in their French toast. Once you selected the bread you're going to use, make sure to cut thick slices, about 1 inch or so wide. This helps the French toast hold its shape and soak up just the right amount of custard without falling apart. It's also important to use stale or semi-dried bread so that the slices don't fall apart when getting dunked into the custard. If your bread isn't stale, you can dry it out overnight, or you can dry it out in a low oven around 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. Dry bread soaks up the custard better and is going to help the French toast keep its shape. The best restaurant French toast are always made from breads that had a chance to dry out a little bit before getting cooked. Now we're going to heat up about 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan over medium heat. Quickly dip your bread into the custard, don't soak it for too long or it'll get really mushy. Let some of that extra custard drip off, and then place it right into the pan. We're going to let it cook for a few minutes, and once the edges of the French toast start to turn golden, we're going to give it a flip. At this point the toast is going to be really soft, so be gentle when turning it. We're going to let it cook for a few minutes on the other side, and then we're going to gently take it out of the pan. Now here's the trick for restaurant quality French toast. After searing it, place it on a wire rack and bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 minutes. What a lot of cooks don't realize is that the custard still needs to cook, and simply cooking it in the pan is not going to give it enough time to really firm up. That's why we're going to finish it in the oven so that the toast gets a chance to fully cook through, giving you that light and fluffy interior. You'll know the French toast is done by giving it a little poke. If it feels overly mushy with no resistance, it needs a little bit more time to cook. If it's semi-firm with a slight resistance, then the custard is set and it's ready to go. These bad boys came out great. For some extra flavor, I like to sprinkle some cinnamon sugar right on top, and then they're ready to be served. To plate our French toast, I like to cut them diagonally and then shingle them on top of each other. Then hit them with a little powdered sugar, a dollop of fresh whipped cream, finish with some maple syrup and a little bit more of that cinnamon sugar right on top for that classic diner look. And that's how you make a plate of restaurant quality French toast. Let's cut into it and see what we got going on. Scoop some of that whipped cream on top for that perfect bite, and then check this out. Crispy on the outside, soft and custardy on the inside, that's what a good bite of French toast should look like. It was so good, you guys, that I had to come in for another bite. The outside is so nice and crispy while the inside is perfectly cooked. I don't know why French toast became an American breakfast staple, as I always saw it more as an indulgent dessert, but I'm not complaining. Who doesn't like dessert for breakfast? Anyways, if you guys found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or want to share the bread you're going to French toast, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!